good day everyone. So this is the module 2 for our midterm class in the entrepreneurship or entrepreneurial mind. Okay, so identifying opportunities, midterm module 6. Okay. So, when we say, how do we identify opportunities or ano ba yung tinatawag nating opportunity? Okay, so when we say opportunity, it refers to a favorable set of circumstances, a timing or resources that create potential or positive outcomes. So, in general, when we say opportunity, it is a chance to act, to achieve or gain in something advantageous. So in business, when we say an opportunity, this is a market gap or unmet need or a competitive edge that can generate a profit or it can generate growth. So when we say opportunity, ayan, or when we identify opportunity in business, so we must identify first the market or the marketing. So when we say what is yung sinasabi nating marketing. So what is marketing? So when we say marketing, it's either it is a place where buyers or sellers meet personally to finalize the deal after a personal inspection of goods. Or when we say a market or marketing, it's either it talks usually to the operation or a place of operation on kung paano nagpapalitan or nagkakaroon ng exchange of goods and monetary from the consumers and from the business owners. And so, marketing also represents the place where buyers and seller meets. So, it is not just only a place of exchange, but also marketing is an arrangement that provides opportunity of exchanging goods and services for money or money's worth. So, a market, so when we say market, it is an actual or act of our asset of actual and potential buyers who might transact with the seller. So, pag sinabi naman nating market, it is a place wherein doon nangyayari yung palitan. So, pag sinabi naman nating marketing, it is the process. So, sana hindi tayo magkagulo doon. So, when we say marketing, or market rather, so it's either it is a place or the person who will vote or who will buy rather the product. Ayan. So, in identifying the gap, ayan, so pag sinabi nating gap, it is the tawag dito, yung kulang between the current na meron tayo and yung or tawag dito between yung expectation natin and the reality. Ano ang in between those? Or sabihin na lang natin your expectation nung nag-enroll kayo dito versus yung mga nakukuha ninyo ngayon. Kung merong something na kulang, hindi na fill in or hindi kayo na-satisfy, ibig sabihin there is a gap. Okay. So, marketing needs and marketing or marketing gaps or market needs and gaps. So, this refers to the areas where current marketing efforts or products or services don't fully meet the needs and of the target market, creating opportunities for business to innovate and gain competitive edge. So, dito sa gap na yon, so for example, the current state is that tawag dito, they have the product or you have the product pero hindi ka masaya, hindi ka satisfied. Ibig sabihin, it is a challenge for the company to create a better. Ayan. So, bakit? Because there is a gap, may kulang, hindi satisfied in order for you to be satisfied. So, identifying and addressing these gaps can lead to increased revenue, a wider customer base, and enhanced user satisfaction. So, how do we understand market gaps? So, first one, or the first step is to identify the types of market gaps. Yan, ano ba yung iba't ibang gaps? Ano kaya yung mga gaps na yon? Ayan. Ano kaya yung mga hindi sila nasasatisfy? Whether it is because of the tawag dito, the product itself, the services itself, ano ba yung kulang? Ayan, so for example, may binili kayong gamit, hindi kayo naging masaya, ano kaya, anong type of gaps yung kulang? Okay. Second one is the causes of market gaps. Ano kaya yung pagkakamali? Ano kaya yung kulang? Ano bang effort ang wala? Yan. So, third one is trading market gaps. So, after knowing the, tawag dito, the causes, yan, of market gaps, is that, how do we, tawag dito, how do we give solution to that market gaps? Paano natin i-fill in? Yan, yung mga gaps na yon. Next one is to understand the risk of trading the market gaps. So, the question is, when we take a risk to fill in the market gaps or to fill in that gaps, to do that specific action, so ibig sabihin, magti-take tayo ngayon ng risk, right? Magti-take tayo ngayon ng tawag ito ng possibilities kung magiging maganda kaya yung outcome nun or magiging negative kaya yung outcome nun. And of course, in understanding marketing gaps, it is giving solutions or making the best practices for trading market gaps. Ayan. So, after taking a risk, after identifying kung pwede ano yung pwede nating gawin, ayan. So, mamili lang tayo yung mga possible practices or possible solutions to fill in those gaps. Okay. So, how do you identify market gaps? Paano ba natin malalaman na merong palang gaps? Number one is through customer feedback. So, napakalaking factor, ayan, as a business owners or as a future entrepreneur, yan. So, it is important for you to understand or to identify the market gaps through customer feedback. Kasi through customers, doon nyo malalaman kung ano yung experience nila doon sa services and products na binenta natin. So, paano tayo kumukuha ng customer feedback? So, through email surveys, social media surveys, application or website surveys. So, after tawag dito, after nila mag-open ng site, ayan, may mga advertisement, sasagot muna sila ng feedback kung kumusta yung mga yung ginamit nila, yung mga ganyan. And customer surveys. So, it's either tatawagan ka, i-email ka, or pagtatanong sila. So, dun sa restaurant, for example, an example of feedback is that, yung tatanong ka, how do you find our food? Yung mga ganyan. How do you find your stay? Yung mga ganyan. That is one example of customer feedback or gathering customer feedback. Second one is social listening. So when we say social listening is that engagement of a person or a people. Ito na yung mga rating system na nangyayari. So for example, give 3 star, 2 star, 5 star. Ayan. So for example, pag bumili kayo ng mga gamit sa mga shop, sa mga online platform like Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, yung mga ganyan. So, di ba, please rate our product based on your experience, yung mga ganyan. So, those are an example of a way on how to identify market gaps. The third one is data analysis and predictive analytics. So, when we say data analysis and predictive analytics is that you collect a wealth of data from the customers and website visitors, and you can use that to identify behavioral patterns and to predict their future behavior on how you will create a better product. So, for example, yung target market mo, ilang beses ba siyang nagpapaload, yung mga ganyan, ilang beses ba siyang nag-a-unli ng social media, ilang beses ba siyang nag-load or nag-a-unli ng may data, ng may call and text, yung mga ganyan. So, through that patterns, ayan, through that analytics, di ba? So, ma-identify na natin kung, okay, eto pala yung kailangan niya, hindi lang pala call and text yung yung kailangan niya, but also data. So ibig sabihin, in that we can innovate a better tawag dito, we can see the gaps na ayun pala yung kulang natin. So in that gap, ma-identify natin yung opportunity na pwede pa lang tayo mag-innovate ng certain tawag dito, ng certain products na pwede nating i-offer kasi nga yun yung sa tingin nila or yun yung lagi na nilang ginagamit. Right? So, fourth one is market research. So, when we say market research, it is the identification in how you upgrade the needed with the new features that customers want. So for example, when we say market research is that you will be identifying the needs and the wants of your clients, their behaviors of buying. Ayan. Okay, so we have here the different types of market research. We have the public surveys, sector-specific surveys, ayan, or tawag dito, mag-gather ka randomly with other person kung ano ba yung needs and wants nila, or mga surveys kung ano yung mga gusto nila, ano yung mas prefer nila ng mga gamit, yung mga ganyan. Focus groups and segmentation surveys. So when we say segmentation is that hahati-hatiin mo ngayon. So for example, in your class, so when we say segmentation, for example, is that hahatiin mo ngayon yung klase. Maybe through demographic segmentation. When we say demographic segmentation, hahatiin natin yung grupo. For example, yung klase ninyo, hahatiin natin through demographic, through age. Sino dito yung 18? Sino dito yung 19, 20, 21? So that magkakaroon ka ngayon ng grupo, and then they will take or you will give them the survey. Ayan. So para ma-identify natin kung ano yung kailangan nila. Ayan. Because in buying behavior of people can be differentiated through these segments. Or somehow, sabihin na natin, geographic segmentation yung gagamitin natin or yung gagawin natin. So when we say geographic segmentation is that hahatiin nyo yung grupo. Maybe, tawag dito, through sa province, sa province. Okay. So, i-divide mo yung group kung sino yung mga taga Quirino, sino yung mga taga Isabela, yung mga ganyan. And then, you will give the same survey. So, in that, di ba, lahat maybe may mga pagkakapareho, yung mga taga Isabela, ganun din sa mga taga Quirino, para mas ma-identify pa natin or para mas maintindihan pa natin ng deeper yung mga clients natin or yung mga future clients natin. Next, yan. So, competitor analysis. So, when we say competitor analysis, it's that you will be identifying the performance of your competitors. Yung mga kalaban, competitors, yung mga businesses na kapareho mo. Ayan. So, in the benefits of competitive analysis is to understand the market industry, compare the results of the competitors' performance, identifying the gaps of strategy, ayan, develop strategies and tactics that promotes your unique value of proposition. Ano ba ang meron sa akin na wala sila? Okay, stay on top of the market changes to gain the competitive edge among your competitors. Okay, another one is market trends. So, in identifying market gaps, ayan, so we must monitor the trends in the chosen field na meron ka. Okay, so dapat aware tayo sa mga trends, ayan, na meron tayo, and then we compare doon sa current na meron tayo ngayon. Ayan. So, next one is international trends. So, we must identify kung ano ba ang meron na sa, tawag dito, sa first world country, doon sa second world country, at dito sa country natin versus sa meron na ino-offer natin. Okay. 8.1, conferences and seminars. So, we can identify market gaps through informations doon sa mga nanggagaling sa mga or through discussions na ina-attendan natin ng mga conventions, ayan, ng mga seminars. Okay. So, another is economic and legal shifts. So, if an economic downturns is forecast, so for example, because of the, tawag dito, dahil sa mga, so for example, nung nakaraang months, 'di ba? Nagkaroon ng tawag dito, nagkaroon ng crisis. So nagmahal ng kaunti yung gas. Bakit? Because of yung gera. Ayan, sa Israel, and other countries nearby. Ayan. So in that, okay, so nagkakaroon ng gap regarding doon or either nagkakaroon tayo ng opportunity. So for example, yung business natin is gasoline station. So anong gagawin natin? Or ano yung ginawa ng mga gasoline station, 'di ba? Dahil alam nilang magmamahal, mura yung mga gas nila na meron sa kanila, anong ginawa nila? 'Di ba? Tawag dito, freeze nila yung mga or tawag dito, in-stop nila yung pagbebenta, tapos binenta nila nung medyo nagmahal. So, 'di ba? So that is one example of tawag dito, of knowing the gaps. Ayan, or knowing the opportunities. Okay, so another one is an industry changes. So keeping an eye on potential changes to how your industry operates is an important part of that. So by knowing your competitors, knowing the trends, the opportunities, so dapat aware tayo doon kung ano yung mga possibilities, ano ba yung edge natin, ano ba yung pwede nating i-innovate, paano ba tayo maging tawag dito, paano tayo makahabol sa trend, or paano tayo maging advance, ayan, than our competitors. Okay, so 11, look beyond the products and services. So market gaps does need to focus on the product available. So opportunities can also arise to growth your customers base when your competitors fall short of customers' expectation. So by identifying those gaps, you can emphasize how you can provide better service or offerings and can increase the growth rate. So we have here some areas that you should look that include in tawag dito, in increasing or emphasizing your services. Okay, number 1, we have the customer service. Okay, so kailangan nating alamin, ayan, kung ano nga ba yung tawag dito, kailangan nating gawing strong yung customer service natin. Ayan, so when I say customer service, it is the 24/7. Ayan, na pagsagot natin sa mga queries ng mga clients natin. So when we say customer service, that is the availability of a person or somehow tawag dito, the person in charge. Ayan, just in case na meron silang tatanungin or meron silang queries. Okay. Next, the marketing. So when we say marketing, okay, so kapag na-identify na natin ng yung gaps, ayan, merong mali regarding doon sa marketing, ma-enhance natin ngayon kung paano mapapaganda yung promotion natin, ayan, yung advertisement natin. Okay, also the technical supports and pricing strategies. So dahil na-identify natin yung gaps, okay, so magkakaroon ngayon ng changes, ayan, about these areas. So, you've identified market gaps. After identifying market gaps, ano nang mangyayari? So, what will happen next? So, the golden rule with the market gaps is to rein in your enthusiasm with some reality. So, does your product solve existing issues, or does Do you need to fill in the gaps or do you have the gaps? Yan. And will it have the shelf life or that can help the growth of your business? Makakatulong kaya just in case na tawag dito, na fill in natin yung gaps, makakatulong kaya siya? Yan. Saan? Sa business natin. So, after identifying the gap, okay, see what are the ideas na pwede nating gawin to solution or para ma-fill in natin yung gaps. And then, validate your idea through more analysis of data. So, after conducting of researches, after conducting a marketing marketing plan, ayan. So, yun, i-check na natin ngayon, i-test na ngayon natin. Ayan. So, while filling the gap, ayan, so i-check natin thoroughly or i-monitor natin siya thoroughly kung tawag dito, kung naging maganda ba yung method or yung tawag dito, yung strategy natin in filling the gap. Okay. So, no matter what the sizes of your business you have, market gaps can represent a real opportunity of growth. So, if a smaller business sees a market gaps and capitals it on, it can boost its growth rate as well as increase of brand awareness. So, just in case, nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo at nakikita natin yung mga possible at kaya naman nating humabol, so it can help our company or brand na mas makilala siya. Bakit? Kasi 'di ba, from no one to tawag dito, dun sa may mga nakakakilala na is a great opportunity for us, ayan, na business owners. Okay. A successful startup excel of opportunity recognition. So, a process of identifying and developing viable business ideas. So, this involves recognizing unmet needs, market gaps, or the emerging trends, or developing innovative solution to address them. Okay, so the key factors includes understanding market dynamics, understanding customer pain points, and of course, understanding your gaps. Okay. So, we have here the key elements of opportunity recognition in successful startups. So, in starting the business, okay, first one is environmental scanning. Scan your overall, the areas, the place, the technological advancement, ayan, the societal shifts, the government. Okay, another one is problem solution fit. So, focusing on addressing a specific, significant problem that a target group of people experiences. So, after we check our, tawag dito, after we scanned our environment, may nakita tayong problem regarding or issues regarding dun sa taxes, regarding doon sa permits, yung mga ganyan. So, ibig sabihin, we should tawag dito, address that. Okay. So, kailangan nating identify yung mga yon. Okay, so next one is market movement analysis, observing major shifts of demographic, technical, or cultural to identify own needs and potential markets or new needs and potential markets. Okay, another is the creative idea generation. Okay, by developing novel solutions and business models that differentiate from existing offerings. Another element is the feasibility assessment. So it is the evaluating of the demand, the opportunities, kung ano ba yung mga possible or possibilities na pwede nating magamit or pwede nating na makatulong sa business natin. And alternative development or iterative development. So, it is a continuous refining of business idea based on feedback and market testing. So, lahat naman tayo ay nag-uumpisa sa startup. So, just focus on the business. Okay, just focus on the business. Focus on what are we offering. Sino ba yung target market natin? Ano ba talaga yung i-offer natin? Ayan. Hindi tayo pwedeng pa-shift. Ayan, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-shift ng mga products from time to time. Just, ay, si ganito kasi kailangan nyo ng ganito. Ay, si ganito pa kailangan nyo ng ganito. Just focus kung sino yung core target market natin. Okay, example of successful startup and their opportunities. So we have here an example. So we have here an example. We have Canva, recognizing the difficulty of many people face during a complex design of software. So Canva created a user-friendly platform for graphic design and making it accessible to a wider audience. O, diba? So as you can see, halos lahat tayo ay gumagamit na ng Canva. Mapa-presentation man yan, mapa-post man yan, tawag dito, graphic design or whatever it is. Diba? So napaka-wide range na niya. Another, Zoom. Okay, so identifying the needs of the seamless and reliable video conferencing that we use during noong pandemic, diba? So, umuso siya. So, especially with the rise of remote work, Zoom developed a platform that addressed these needs, leading to its widespread adaptation. Okay. So another one is Tesla. Recognizing the potential of electric vehicles and renewable energy, so Tesla focused on creating high-performance electric cars and developing energy solutions and pioneering a shift towards a more environmental conscious future. So as you can see, in the first world countries, ayan, so grabe ang Tesla, 'di ba? So, yun. So, the importance of opportunity recognition. So, one importance of opportunity recognition is innovation. Okay. So, opportunity fuels innovation by identifying the unmet needs and driving the development of new products, services, and businesses models. So, for example, di ba, na-identify na natin kung ano yung kulang, ano ba yung problema, ano kaya yung kailangan niya. Diba? So, it can create opportunity for us as a future entrepreneurs or as entrepreneurs na magkaroon, ay, possible pala yun, kaya ko naman yung gawin, o di i-go ko na tong business na to. Right? So, competitive advantage. So, a startup that excel at opportunity recognition can gain a significant competitive edge by identifying and capitalizing on opportunities before others do. Diba? Kasi we are doing market research. We are conducting research. Diba? Nagkakandak tayo ng research. Therefore, when we are conducting research or while doing researches, so na-identify natin itong mga possible problems or possible gaps na to, possible na mga pwedeng gawin and solutions. Ayan, that can create an opportunities to us to create or to be serves as our advantage doon sa mga kakompete natin. Bakit? Kasi nakita na natin siya. 'Di ba? Inilabas na natin siya, makakapag-create na tayo ng products to address those gaps. Next, economic growth. So, successful startups that emerge from strong opportunity recognition play a vital role in driving economic growth and creating new jobs. Siyempre, nakapag-create na tayo, nakita natin yung opportunity na yon, nakapag-create na tayo ng another product, so ibig sabihin, anong mangyayari? Siyempre, mas marami tayong kita. Ayan, mas maraming business opportunities, mas maraming trabaho. Okay, next one is entrepreneurial success. Of course, when you identify opportunity, ayan, when we address that gaps and create an opportunities and create a product and address that opportunities, anong mangyayari? Of course, success. Ayan, sumakses tayo doon sa business natin. Ayan. So, ayun. So, that's the end of our discussion. So, I do hope may naintindihan tayo or may naintindihan kayo regarding in this topic, the recognition of the gaps, identifying the gaps, and recognition of opportunities. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. God bless.